I love how you can see my boyfriend playing Xbox in the back.
That's the best. So, hey guys, my name is Coach Sam, and I basically help people with hormone imbalances and funky conditions to get fit, and just people who are, sick and tired of feeling like this.
Yes, I love it. And for those of you guys who don't know me, I help women become fit and confident without any restrictions. So today we're talking about protein powders. Sam, what are some questions? Oh, really echo. Okay, let me put on my headphones.
Major echo still?
No, I think I need to put on headphones.
Yeah, just AirPods are easier.
Okay. Fitness and
Notes from our
lips.
chat.
Please let us know if it's echoey right now.
Really echo. Okay, let's move this over and this over.
Is it still echoey? Please let us know, guys. We want to make sure that you can hear us properly.
100%. Okay, so what are some questions that I've had regarding protein powder? Well, I think our number one was our title.
Yeah.
Okay, Erin is saying that the echo's gone on Facebook, so that's
okay. Better
we just
now.
need our
No echo.
AirPods.
Okay, good.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I think the number one question that we've been getting is, does protein powder make you bulky like a man or make you gain weight? It might seem like a kind of like derp question if you're in the fitness industry, but it is a valid concern if you're not used to supplementation, if you're not used to taking care and prioritizing your health. A lot of the times we're programmed that only take supplements as needed. But in reality, in your day to day, most people are not getting enough protein. I'd say the average I see when people come to me is maybe 60 to 80 grams in a day.
Me too, girl. It's like always
crazy
below
low.
100 grams.
Yeah. I'm like, I have never programmed less than 100 grams unless somebody has a specific condition where they can't.
Yeah, 100%. And I get that questions all the time. Does protein powder make you gain weight? And I think I wonder where that concern comes from. I think because we're told that it's going to build muscles. So maybe we have this like mindset that's going to make us gain weight. So Sam, what is your answer? Like, does protein powder actually make you gain weight?
Ooh, good question. So guys, what makes you gain weight is either way too much food or way too little food for a long period of time.
Yeah.
That's a slow metabolism, that's metabolic damage, which we both know 90% of our clients fall in that second camp. So, no, protein does not make you gain weight, and it does not make you a She-Hulk. Does Barbie look
Yes.
like a She-Hulk? Do I look like a She-Hulk? I'm a little bit thicker than Barbie is, but man, we're not She-Hulks. Like, do you see mountains? No.
And here's the thing, like protein powder does not make you gain weight. Here's why. Like protein powder will help you build muscle if you are training, guys. Like, yes, like you could have the protein powder and like, yes, it will help to build muscle, but like you also need to be like training. Obviously you should be getting protein in general, like, but obviously for
Yes.
sedentary people, it's going to be a lower amount than somebody who's training. So if you are super sedentary, you don't even need to take pre-workout. And by sedentary, how do you tell if someone's sedentary, for example, if they're like wondering?
So a sedentary person is somebody who doesn't work out. You go to work, you come home, you sit on the couch, maybe you do daily activities of daily living are there. So maybe you're like, what you would call it, cleaning your home or walking around a little bit. A sedentary individual does not participate in like sports or physical activity outside of activities of daily living.
There you go. So if you guys are sedentary and like what Sam just described, you do not need to take protein powder if you are training. And so just to end on this question, protein powder does not make you gain weight. It's based on how much you're eating and within a day, or if you're not eating enough, as Sam was saying. And then another question we always get is, do I need to take protein powder?
I mean, it makes your life a shit ton easier.
Yeah, for sure, guys.
So, I mean, backing up on that question and just to build on what you were saying, when you're training, guys, your muscle fibers go like this, right? Your average muscle fibers are all nicely interconnected. Okay. When you work out, you create micro tears. So you literally tear your muscles and they need building blocks to repair so that they can get a little bigger and adapt to the stress that you've put them under. That is what creates progressive overload. Okay. Now, there's different ways to do that. That's a whole different topic. But when you work out and that soreness happens, it's because you've literally torn your muscles in a positive manner. It's not like a torn muscle. You create those micro tears, baby tears. Now, protein in general will help with cell health, it will help with joint health, it will help with,
Yes.
just basic repair of connective tissues, soft tissues, etc. It's not just about the muscles. Protein in general is very important for body function. That's why you can't survive on none of it.
And I love that. So we got a couple of comments. I don't know if you can see, Sam, but so B11X Power said like truckers stand up, which I love that. I love what Canada's doing. And he also said they make protein water now. Like I don't know if we just said protein water instead of protein powder, or like there's actually protein water.
Yeah,
um
I would hope not, because that would taste fucking gross. Pardon my language, but it'd be fucking gross. Guys, protein powder, when you drink it, is protein in water, so essentially protein water. And if you've ever had an unflavored protein, you would know how hard that would be to choke back. So
Girl, you're right.
don't don't
Mixing
have a
protein powder with water is protein water.
it is. And then, unflavored ones basically taste like chalk. They're unflavored, they have no
Yes.
flavor. So like I have a now pea protein that I've had forever. I like to use it in certain baking whenever I don't want the flavor to be overpowered. It's the only time I use it.
That's smart. I'm actually looking at protein water. Protein
Forming
water is higher in
dysfunction is saying they
protein.
have it. What the hell
Wait,
is
there is protein. Wait, what?
what the fuck is protein water?
Drinkprotein20.com. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, and then, but he also said that you know your stuff, which I freaking love. I tried it yesterday. They have mango, Formicos Function said they have protein water. Not that bad. Guys, how did we not know this? Like, what is this? How did
Right?
we
It
not
looks
know
like
about
they're all
protein
whey
water?
proteins, though. Looks like they're all dairy protein, which we both can't have. So,
Yeah. That's another thing. So let's talk about so we talked about this protein powder make you gain weight.
yeah.
We talked about what protein powder is for. We talked about yes, it makes your life easier. And I also like to get my clients to include a lot of whole foods
Oh,
instead of just
yeah.
like, supplementing all your proteins, protein bars, things like that. Obviously like, eating more whole foods tastes also better. But I also want
Mhm.
to ask you, like, touch on like, does protein powder make you bloated, and like the difference between like whey and plant-based?
So, well, okay. There's two things going on. Number one, try and get your protein from whole food sources. A whole food
Yes.
source would be beans, lentils, chickpeas, legumes, for those that eat them, eggs, meats, etc. So it is a whole food source. Actually, you'd be surprised. Certain breads, like sprouted breads, are actually pretty high in protein. You can get like
Yeah.
6 grams a slice, even. Oats, half a cup, I believe, is what, 6 grams, something like that. It's not a ton, but it's a start from a plant-based food that's not a protein plant-based food, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's protein found in everything. You just have to look at whole food sources. Anything that is not from a package or a supplement. We use supplementation as an add-on to your food, and it can be very beneficial and a lot easier. Driving back from the gym, slugging back your protein shake. If you train from home, well, you can probably make like a really nice protein smoothie with like some banana and some peanut butter or something, or you can just get peanut butter protein, which is life changing. Anyways, to answer your question, the difference between proteins is there's going to be arguments for and against for plant-based proteins. A lot of the time, the whey companies will say you can't get a full amino acid profile in your protein powder. it's incomplete, they say. I disagree. There's a lot of research that does support
Yeah.
full protein panels for vegan proteins. So, plant based or vegan proteins just mean that it has no milk. The whole rest of the protein powder world is called whey protein, and it is a milk byproduct. So, if you are somebody who is either plant based, dairy free, or a lot of the times can't have any form of dairy, lactose, whatever, whey proteins are not for you. You will get bloated if you can't, and if you can't tolerate milk, you will get bloated and you will have the protein farts, which is a whole other thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And
The,
yeah, what you're saying, like with like the protein farts with whey, right? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, if you switch to vegan proteins, there's no protein farts, dudes. There's none.
Yes, and the bloating, guys. Like when it comes to
Yeah,
protein powders, with plant-based protein powder, there's no bloating, and also it will help you obviously with inflammation too. Like if you have acne too, just switching things to more plant-based.
exactly. Exactly. And I mean, oh my God, the comments are on fire.
Yes, Molly said, "Oh wow, I didn't know I use whey. I'm always so bloated." Girl, try a plant-based
Guilty.
protein, and what?
I used to be like that too whenever I had it.
Yes. And tell us how you feel. Like literally just switch to plant-based.
Yeah.
Even forms equals function said I use vegan protein powder because I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah, guys, here's the
Boom.
thing. We're not baby cows, so guys, get the plant-based one. Again, and
What
then
do we
someone
recommend? Ooh.
yes, I was gonna ask that. So
Oh,
one one thing, Sam, before you go into that question and answer it, one thing I want to say, guys, it's not always like based on the body weight, because what if you weigh 230 pounds and you have 30% body fat?
yeah. Or 40 or 50% body
Yes,
fat.
you're not okay, I'm just gonna say I have some clients, or I've known some women or men, whatever, that are like 5 foot or 5'2", they weigh over 200 pounds. You're not gonna eat 230 grams of protein as a 5 foot woman. Like there is,
No.
so it doesn't go by like exact body weight.
Typically, we deal in the percentage world within a calorie range. Typically, I mean, a proper healthy dose of protein would be around 30 to 30, well, 25 to 30 gram or percent, 25 to 35%
Yes.
of your total macros. You're not going to see people, I mean, you will see certain trainers, but, Barbie and I have a lot of education and we won't do that to people. I mean, plugging back 200 grams of protein is not healthy.
That's so much.
It's not healthy. Do you know
Yes.
how much meat and whatever else? You couldn't get that on plant-based. You'd be eating 4,000 calories.
Yes. And like what Sam is saying is like it's based on your calories, not like all, like yes, like your weight plays a role. Your weight plays a role, and your goals and how much you train in the calories that you're eating. And then those calories, your protein is going to be based on like, okay, how much calories am I eating within a day? And then you'll go from
Exactly.
there.
Exactly. And for those that are in the metabolic damage world, reach out to us because that is a different ballgame. It's not about calorie cutting, it's actually about reversing that problem. So, there's a couple questions on quality of protein and where to get it. So, I think it's good if we touch on how to find a reputable one.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, the fitness supplement industry is a dark, dirty, dingy place. There's a lot of claims on labels that are not true. And that is because it is not regulated as deeply as vitamins and other supplements. So, ways that you can find a very simple, very reputable style of protein is to make sure that you can look up third party testing, which means it's not
Ooh,
the
good
supplement,
advice.
right? It's not the supplement company that is doing its own testing. It's a third party, another company that'll go in and it'll test the protein to make sure that they have in there what they say they have in there. Otherwise, you could be taking in mercury, hard metals without you even knowing. So, some of our favorite ones, like I love Canadian protein. They're very inexpensive and they're actually from Windsor, Ontario.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and they have all their every single test listed on their website for each batch. Each batch. Yeah.
Oh
So
shit.
very, very reputable, and it's like $30 a kilo. That is
That's
dirt
really
cheap
good.
and good quality. So that's my go-to, but there's tons of others. Barbie, list them.
I don't know if these have been third party tested because I haven't even looked into myself. But I use You Can Beam and Blessed. Like those are like with vegan protein powders. I noticed like it's super chalky, hard to mix. But those ones have actually been like super delicious, adding into protein or like protein pancakes or just with water mixed. It's been pretty good. So those are the ones that I've been liking. But obviously, we're not always gonna have like the same taste or what we
Of
agree on.
course.
So we just a couple of suggestions if you guys are looking into different ones.
Exactly. Form equals function. I'm actually in Winnipeg. I'm from Ottawa though. Gotta give some Ottawa love. But I'm in Winnipeg. Yeah, no. So some other really good quality ones that do have the research backing. PE Science Beyond Yourself is absolutely astounding. There's some pricier ones that you could look into. ANS, Ghost, Alani Nu. I don't like to suggest Alani Nu because I think it's a lot of money for a simple product. Just saying. The taste is good, but it's a lot of money for like
I
random.
haven't tried them.
Other ones you could look at. Optimum Nutrition's been around for like 30 years. I have to dig into if they do third-party testing though. That's kind of like my declencher whenever I'm recommending a protein to clients. I always make I love, Molly, that you are taking so many notes. Right
yes, girl. That's what we like to see.
We like to give you guys value. But yeah, I think long story short, do your homework. If I'm ever going to recommend supplementation to a client, I always do research into the background of that company.
Yes.
And I always want to make sure that they are third-party testing because it keeps people accountable. That's just my 2 cents.
I love that. I love that advice.
Who here thinks we should come back with one on supplements in general, like protein, like vitamins and minerals?
You can do like creatine and whatever. Do you guys have any questions? I do gotta jump off in like a minute. So does anybody have any questions?
Let us know, friends. We will give you 30 seconds. But
yes.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we will come back and break down fitness. We used to do fitness myths like true or false, guys. And I think now we kind of shifted to wanting to provide you guys with a lot more educational type approaches. So I've just dubbed it on my Facebook fitness chats, but maybe we can come up with something better.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys for taking notes, and we appreciate you guys for being here. Sorry I fell out, but can I take protein before or after workout? It doesn't matter.
No, I would probably say during or after. But oh no, sorry to hear that you had surgery, dude.
Like the only reason I wouldn't take it before workout is because you're probably gonna just feel heavy, like not like heavy, but like your stomach's gonna expand from all the like the big protein shake you just take. So you'll probably like be uncomfortable working out, but in terms of like effectiveness, whenever.
Yeah, we can touch on that another time too. The magic anabolic window that all the bros talk about. We all know that it's BS. So we can dispel the gym bro myths too. All right, guys. Let Barbie free. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you guys for coming. We love you guys. And see you tomorrow and next week with Sam.
Bye-bye.
Bye.